You are allowing yourself to be distracted with bread and circus garbage as your actual life and the things that matter crumble around you. When I speak and I say these things, I think 1 in every 10,000 people understand me. And I hope the other 9,999 don't understand me, to be honest with you. Because for there to be winners, there has to be losers. I like that the Matrix exists as long as I'm not in it. I want to be outside of it. You know, it's fine. I like that they inflate the currency because I own a bunch of real estate. It's fine to me. I win.
If I were to ask you, what did you do with the days between Christmas and New Year? You wouldn't even be able to tell me. They were so unremarkable, you wasted them. And the reason you are wasting them is as follows. You're a dickhead and you're an idiot. You believe you can waste the following days because you think, these people at home think, that they've had a hard year. If I were to ask you what you did this year, it would boil down to basically, I managed to pay my rent. I managed to eat food most days. I've achieved a lot this year. I even managed to save a little bit of money. You managed to find a place to sleep, eat, stay warm, and you did it for a whole year and you think you achieved things. Guess what else out there managed to stay alive for a year and eat and not die? A worm!
For this last year, you've had all these big hopes and dreams and aspirations, and you've achieved precisely fucking none of them. You've made a little bit of money, you paid your rent, and you've achieved nothing. You call your year successful because you managed to eat and pay your rent the whole way through. Congratulations. And then you get to a point where I'm at now, and it comes around to New Year's Eve, and you realize how brilliant you are and how you perpetually and never-endingly succeed and outperform everybody all the time. And everyone else is going out to have fun. These people want to go out to have fun. They want to go to the club in the spot and get the table to matter. Understand that the Matrix uses deception as a prerequisite to your enslavement. And they have convinced many of you at home that you are not failing. You have a normal life, a normal car, a normal wife, a normal house. Everything's fine, right? No, you have failed. You are not successful. You are not important. You are an idiot. You are a loser. You take the vaccine when they tell you to take the vaccine. You have to, or you lose your job. You have failed. All of you have. And the only reason I sit here on New Year's Eve and try and explain to you that even when I'm suffering the worst punishment a government can bestow upon me, I still have a better life than you, is to try and make you mad enough in your heart for you to say, shit, he's right. Because then you might do something about it. And if you do enough, if enough of you do something about it, then we can win. So I genuinely wish the absolute best for all of you for New Year's. I hope none of you go to jail. I hope none of you suffer the things I have suffered. However, I have taken them all and used them as fuel to become more powerful than ever before. I'm a better version of myself. It's going to be harder and harder for you to beat me, not that you stood a chance in the first place. And I hope you build a life which is so brilliant and you become so monumentally competent and capable that you get to a point where even if they try to punish and damage you, you are still existing within a better human experience than the majority of peons and serfs who have subscribed to the Matrix programming outside in their limited and completely false freedom. Have you ever been any more free than I was on house arrest or even in jail? In jail, I was more respected. I had more attention, more female adoration, more offers for sponsorship and money, more income. I did so much more in jail than you do when you are completely free. Do you understand? In jail, I'm being offered $10 million book deals. No one's ever offered you $10 million. Ever. You are in jail. And guys, listen. I need to get through to you. When you watch our videos, I don't want you to be happy for us. I want you to watch our videos and think, how do I get where they are? Look around yourself. Look at the room you're in now. Look at the woman you're next to. Look at the car you drive. Look at all of it. Am I happy with this? Do I want something else? How do I get what they have? They are two brothers from the bottom who were broke with nothing, who have everything now. How did they do it? How do I do it? If you're a young man in your 20s watching this, one day you're going to blink and you're going to be 40 like I am. What are you going to do with the next 2 decades? You're scared of starting a business or going up to a girl or getting in the ring. You're scared of making a name for yourself. You're scared of the world knowing who you are. You're scared of going in the UFC. You're scared of getting up there and taking a risk in case people can laugh at you. You're going to soon. One day you're going to be old, wishing you did it when you were young. What are you waiting for? Time to go backwards? Most of you do not use your mind for what it's for. You've forgotten how to imagine things. You're permanently distracted by the matrix. You can scroll up and down on social media accounts, but you cannot close your eyes and vividly imagine. You can't give yourself goosebumps. You can't evoke an emotion in yourself anymore. This is an age-old skill that humans had very recently up till social media. You should be able to close your mind and imagine the life you want to live so viscerally to the point where you can taste it, so that this reality, the one outside of your mind, feels like nothing but a prelude, a ramp, which allows you to get where you want to go.
Imagine the person you would be. You never wasted time. You never scrolled TikTok. You never jerked off to Pornhub. You never sat aimlessly on the internet typing in garbage, never played video games. You never wasted time. There's a version of you who never fails. Imagine the love you would see in her eyes when she looks at you with adoration like a king. That person is waiting for you, and the only thing that's stopping you from being that person is your monumental laziness.
If you 100% knew that the results were going to come, if you knew the juice was going to be worth the squeeze, if you knew in a year from now your life would be completely different, it would be extremely easy for you to dedicate yourself and try every single day. If you had the guaranteed results waiting for you at the end, the life you were waiting to live, 2026 to be completely different to 2025, if you could join the hero's year and do the work every single day, you just have to know the results are coming. So the trick to life is to self-hypnotize. The trick to life is to look in the mirror and say, yes, in a year from now, I'm going to have everything I've ever dreamed of. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be well known. I'm going to have everything I've ever aspired to have in 365 days from now if I do all of the work. You can decide that the results are waiting for you. You can decide that you have 100% chance of success. And once that's done, you don't have to struggle with motivation. You don't have to struggle with being dedicated. You're not going to worry about how hard the work is because you know it's going to pay off in the end. For 2026, do not make some New Year's resolutions in passing. Do not say them and then half stick to them and not mean them. Make a promise to the cosmos that you mean. Dedicate 100% of your being towards that promise, and you will see the entire universe rearrange to ensure that that promise comes true. The universe will conspire to help you. The universe will literally break its own rules, break the laws of physics, and the molecules and atoms around you will all get into perfect alignment and conspire for you to pull off some enormous, near impossible victory if you dedicate yourself to something. The universe will not give up on you if you do not give up on the universe. The problem is you keep saying you're going to do something. You keep promising the world and yourself and your family and karma and the fabric of the simulation that you're going to get something done. And then you quit. A few days later, you don't do it. And you think that nobody notices. But the truth is the universe notices. And like the boy who cried wolf, next time you promise you're going to get something done, the universe doesn't see why it should rearrange itself, why it should break the laws of physics to help you win, when every other time you promised you were going to get something done, you gave up a few days later. When you make a commitment to something with all of your heart, and it is impossible for you to quit, and you promise the world, you promise the cosmos it's going to get done, there is mass conspiracy amongst the atoms, amongst the fabric of the simulation to help you, to not work against you, but to help you. You do know most people who have ever achieved anything in the world have put in thousands of hours of work into something without any guarantee they're going to get paid, without any guarantee anybody's going to know their name, without any knowledge of when a repayment would come, if it comes at all. They took a leap of faith. They believed in themselves, and more importantly, they believed in the work. I'm going to do all this work because I believe in the end the universe will give me what I deserve, and the universe always does.
You don't need days off. You've achieved nothing. You've done nothing. Nothing. And even after up for a whole year, you think you need rest. You don't need rest. What you need is work. You need it more than ever. You need it right now.
Every time something bad happens to you, you need to say thank you to God. Thank you, God, for giving me this difficult time, for me to learn lessons, and for me to have more appreciation for my fantastic life in the future. And especially success is exactly the same way. The lessons you'll learn failing along the way will ensure that when you get to the top, you can keep it. I think that every single person watching this has exactly what they deserve. I think everything good in your life, you deserve it. Everything bad in your life, you deserve it. If you're important and famous, you deserve that. If you don't deserve it. You have exactly what you deserve. Where you are and who you are is what you should be. And if you wanted to be something else, you would be something else. This is how I approach the world. But often I say to people, what's your dream? And they say, I want to escape the Matrix. I say, but will you? And I see in their eyes the flicker of doubt. They're confused by the question. Andrew, I want to escape the Matrix. Will you? They don't know. They have no idea if they will or not. They don't believe if they will or not. They've never thought about that. It's easy to think about what you want. It's difficult to think about what you're actually going to have and do, because then you are accountable for that. Now you have to take action. So I ask you, do you want to be rich? And you say, yes, I do. I say, what is your plan to become rich? And you say, I don't know. Then the chance is now zero. If you truly want to become rich, like you said you did, then you would have a plan to make it happen. If you have a 0% chance of achieving something, then you don't want it very hard. You must be in a mind state where you understand that things must be planned for and prepared for. The average man used to have a chance, and the reason he doesn't simply is because he is being robbed by thieves at the top and thieves at the bottom. The institutions that we're told to believe in are corrupt. The education system is corrupt. The medical system is corrupt. The judicial system is corrupt. You name a system, it's corrupted. All of them are. Yeah, we're told go to school, work hard, get a degree, you'll get a job, you'll end up rich, save for your 401k, don't worry about your pension, you're gonna own your home one day, vote for your candidate, it really matters, and you're gonna be a happy citizen. And it turns out every single part of that is a lie. I'm poor. I'm a poor man. Get a job. I've got a job. I'd like to buy a house and a car. Well, I can't afford them yet, so I will save for them. The idea of saving is gone. You can't save enough money to buy a car or a house, ever. The Matrix tries very hard to waste your time. It's distance from event. They tell you, don't worry, you'll be rich when you finish uni. Don't worry, you'll be rich when you pay off your mortgage. They try and long things out. They try and take your time and waste your years. Because by doing that, you stay subservient. You stay subdued. They hang a carrot and a dream far off in the distance. None of it's real. It's never going to come. You're never going to be rich. You're never going to have what you want if you follow the path they've laid out for you. Because the path is designed to make slaves inside the Matrix. It's not designed to make you escape. Freedom served its purpose. The purpose of freedom was to build the society. Now it's built. Now it's mass extraction on the way out, on the way down. Now it's just raiding all the different bedrooms aboard the Titanic before it sinks. Stay on the sinking ship. Stay aboard the Titanic. Hope you like cold plunges, faggot, because we're going straight down. Your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren are going to look back on you as the biggest failure of the entire generation, of the entire ancestry. And you watched my emergency meeting, and then you thought, wow, okay, cool. And you were motivated for like 4 minutes. And then after the 4 minutes ended, you went on Instagram and you started messaging girls. And those girls ignored you. Then you jerked off. Then you went to sleep. So what is your plan now? Now that we've come down to the wire, now that you're out of time, you're going to end up exactly where you're headed. Change the software. You don't feel happy. You don't feel sad. You're either busy with things you need to do, or you've done enough to have a short respite before the next day. And your job is to become as important and capable and dangerous as possible.
There's a version of you that never sleeps in, never skips training, never wastes time. There's a version of you who never fails. It is waiting for you. Genuinely ask yourself a question, you at home. If you had done those things for the last 2 years, you never skipped a training, you never wasted time, you never scrolled TikTok, you never sat aimlessly on the internet typing in garbage, never played video games, you never wasted time. You never skipped training, you were training every single day. You never slept in, you were never lazy. There's this version of you. Imagine the person you would be. Genuinely imagine what you would look like. Imagine where you would live. Imagine the car you would drive. Imagine how much your woman would respect you. Imagine the love you would see in her eyes when she looks at you with adoration like a king. Imagine your existence. That person is waiting for you.